This is called The Wars. I cry about the wars, for I have seen terrors so dark, the black ink in my blood needs to leak out a faucet of tears. I cry about the wars. Robbed of childhood, robbed of family, living on breadcrumbs, robbed of the safety and blood ties. I cry about the wars. I long in silence. I swirl the poison black ink, simmering under the surface slowly, bubbling. Seasonings, breadcrumbs. I simmer, sigh. I think about the wars, but my tears are dry. The poison leaks out in a purple smoke. All that's left is ink, pen, and the wars. Yeah. Trying to think what to read. You okay if I read something PG-13?
Does it read whatever you want?
Okay. This is called Hamlet. To be or not to be a good girl? Mm-hmm. That is the question. To be. Doesn't it feel great to be good? What's the best way to encourage so good becomes great? And in the heat of the moment, it flows naturally. It's just a little fun. Not to be. But imagine a man calling someone a good girl in this economy, 2016 America. Where have all the good guys gone? Where are all the gods? What makes a man good? Protector? But where does that lead? War? Dicks whipped out just to piss on the Constitution? 2016 America. To be. Let's look at the facts. It's so easy to hurt the men's feelings. They're so sensitive. Just another white lie, protect the ego, everyone gets off. Haven't we all been a little too enthusiastic before? You know, cheer for some sports ball? Not to be. But doesn't it literally feel juvenile? We want to feel sexy. And now we're thinking about training our cats, who are such good girls, but arguably the wrong type of pussy. To be or not to be. But how can we be when we don't have to look for long before we see men and we think, is there a good man left among them? Let alone a good boy? We don't have to look for long before we see the women cry. Because the men running our country prefer their good girls to be children, which is really what girls are. And the good boys just blame the boomers. To be. What does our language say? What are we normalizing? But baby, I have felt so safe in your arms. And baby, I have loved your touch. And baby, you are so good. But I don't feel safe in this country. And I wait on bated breath because good boys don't fight. And I wait on bated breath because boys don't take the spear until they're ready to be men. And I wait on bated breath because violence only begats more violence. And the patriarchy got us into this mess, and you're too good not to know that. Not to be. People are flawed in the best of times. People are flawed in the worst of times. Baby, I'm a hypocrite in the best of times. Baby, I'm still a hypocrite in the worst. To be. Where can goodness even be found? How can the men learn to be good when the bar keeps raising every day with the stakes? Not to be. When you call a child a good girl or a good boy, the research says you're telling them your value is on your behavior, not intrinsically on who you are. The research says teach them their core is good, tell a child good job, reward the action a job well done. But teach them their insides are good as a base, because to be a good person, your core needs to be good even when you fail. To be or not to be? That is the question. But maybe the real question is, how bad can we be and still stay good? Thank you. This was published in a broadsheet in Jersey City. It's a free thing that's free to submit to, run by the people who used to run Afterward magazine, so they release it twice a year. I was supposed to bring some and I didn't, so submit to them. Go on their Instagram, I'll make them real happy, you know. And, you know, it's great to have your work reviewed by people who've done it, you know, and build something great for the community that's also free, you know, for everyone. So this was published in their second issue, they call 1.2, and it's about Jersey City, and it's called Belle Donated Her Library to Grace Church in Downtown Jersey City in 2019. There was crying as the beast cried out in sobs over the injustice, but kept every teacup, clock, and candlestick. She kept her soft resolve. She carried her library from Nassau County through Queens and Brooklyn, proudly displaying them in an intentionally misshaped bookshelf shaped like postage boxes. A fourth floor walk-up, a windowless room on the Upper East Side, bearing the weight back to Queens, then 2 emotional months in Nassau with her mother, once presumed dead. Across the Hudson to Jersey City, Jersey Ave to Union City, in a room built to be a library. That was her last home with her childhood dreams adopted into new life. After brunch, before Torrico, with soft resolve and no regrets. After a P and a plus developed, things became things, mountains mere molehills. Life has but so much space. Still, she cried for her library, wished to list to remember all she read, lost credentials. She kept her favorites, always a romantic, never a masochist, and one postage box, packed with soft resolve. Thank you.